So I just finished the Memorandum of Kyouko Okitegami and it was okay. I use the word okay because it was one of those series where you watch the first episode and you think to yourself, hey, this might be a pretty good series. Then the second episode you say, wow, I really wish they didn't do that then. Then in the next episode you say the same thing and it's a constant, wow, I really wish they wouldn't do that. Directed by Sato Toya, who also directed Gakusen, and based on the light novel series written by none other than Nishio Eishin himself. And to be honest, that's the only reason I watched this series, is because it's written by the same guy who wrote the critically acclaimed Monogatari series. I thought personally I could watch the series completely biased and suck Nishio Eishin's dick to the far ends of the earth and fall in love with the series, but as usual, when I jump to these conclusions, I am almost always wrong. You deserve much better than this, my sweet prince. It genuinely didn't feel like a Nishio Ishin series whatsoever. Granted, I never read the light novel series, but I highly doubt that this J-drama got Nishio's seal of approval. Get your first ounce of character development within the first episode. Each episode from Kiss Asian has about 40-minute runtime. An episode is structured like chapters of a book, or parts rather. It feels like when you watch the first 20 minutes of an episode, I should have been greeted with an intermission saying, "Thank you for watching part A of episode 1. Please enjoy part B." It felt incredibly rushed and didn't give the story enough time to unfold itself, and it could have easily been a 20-episode series, and I wouldn't be too upset about its structure. The series does have its upsides, but I'm being extremely generous when I say it has its upsides. For one, it has an amazing soundtrack. The OP is performed by Goodbye Holiday. I'll put the link in the description to the OP. And the ED is performed by Nishino Kana, which is number 1. Number 1 is an incredibly catchy, heartfelt ED. And I'll put a cover of the ED in the description since I can't find a full-length one. The atmosphere has been taken into great consideration. The characters are somewhat believable in their environment, in their crisis, and it felt like I was there with them. The cinematography was splendid, and it gave me a sense of realism with the characters in their everyday life. The characters chosen did a fantastic job with what they were given. Granted, I still never read the light novels, but I highly doubt they shoved Nishio's work into a machine and out came a script for the screenwriters and shoved it onto the actors. The actor for Kyouko did a fantastic job of playing the role. Although, judging by the cover of the first novel, the character looks to be more bashful and a shy character, while the actor was more cheery and eccentric, but what the hell do I know, right? Although it was quite obvious the actor was wearing a white wig and it was extremely distracting, I think it would have been better if they used hair dye and it would have looked more appealing and less distracting. If I had read the light novels prior to watching this series, I most likely would have had a different opinion and would have been deep-throating Nishio's dick harder, but I don't currently have the time to binge 6 novels prior to binging about 30 J-dramas in my bookmarks list. I also don't believe the series should be animated, for the same reason the Monogatari series shouldn't have a live-action drama. There are various rumors speculating an anime for Kyouko, but the one animation clip was an ad for the light novels themselves. An animation for this series wouldn't feel right, even if Chef was the studio in charge of it. It had the right idea, being a J-drama in the first place, but it wasn't executed in a way that felt like a Nishio Ocean work. And because of that, I'm giving the Memorandum of Kyouko Okitegami a 6 out of 10.